Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today what I thought I'd do is have a look at a new survival game that came out recently called Memories of Mars. Now, it was the 6th of June that it appeared on Steam, and it's early access, so they're obviously still developing it, and there are things that need to be sorted, but generally, as I played it, it was really positive, and I feel that there's definitely room for expansion, and it's a lot more involved than some of the Mars-based games that have come onto Steam recently. Been fairly narrow in their story. Now, the first thing you do is you wake up in a Mars station, and you've obviously, as we've seen in that video, been operated on, or you've recovered from some kind of attack. Now, there are these robots, these spider robots, which you saw in that video, and they, at the moment, are your main opposition. Now, it's 2 rooms, and it's pretty dark, and there's obviously a situation with the power. Now, there are some objects littered around the place which you need to pick up, and we can have a look at those in a minute. There's nothing much out the back. I've had a good search a couple of times now, and there's not really much more. But when you do finally collect those 4 or 5 items, including a helmet, you put that on, brings up your interface, and then you can exit the facility. Now, it means you can spawn in 3 places on the map. Now, the map does look like they're going to expand it out a bit here. So potentially we might have more map to the north. For the moment, we have east, south and west. Let's go west to this zone over here. It's an area I know a bit better. So you can come out onto the surface in a range of situations. You can actually spawn next to the pesky little robots that will attack you. You can't outrun them, so run in the opposite direction. Very much like any survival game, you have to wander around collecting up resources or harvesting. We're not at the stage when you first begin where you can harvest from these larger boulders. What you can do is pick up the nitrate and there you go, the iron that's on the floor. It's the iron we want initially, because one of the items we did collect, if you press I for inventory, was the mobile 3D printer. What you need to do is make some bullets, because you're vulnerable without bullets in this game. The robots will attack you, and it's difficult to take them on in the first instance if you get caught out at close range when other robots come in to attack as well. Because what you find is with these little robots, they tend to gather in groups at specific locations. You'll have 4 or 5 of them. So that guy just pops out of the ground. You can see what he is. It's a spider. We're not very fast. We can outrun him, and we're going to outrun him. At this point, we can have a look at the hub here. So on the left, we've got the oxygen and our calories and our weight. And on the right, we've got our stamina, our health, and our heart monitor. The top right hand corner we have our flops, which is like an in-game skills currency, and you can gather flops through killing those spiders you just saw there. You loot them for the flops, and then you get flop events, large lights in the sky that point to one particular location. You head there, and then you can harvest them from a machine. But of course there are going to be dangers. Okay, so here we have some wreckage, a site we can loot. But what I want to make sure of first is I've got some ammo to take on any of the robots if they appear. So I'm going to get out my 3D printer, and I'm going to place it on the ground here. Now, you have to hold the left mouse button to do that. Now you press F, and it gives you the options. Now, to begin with, you've only got some very basic understanding of crafting, and you can expand this by collecting up flops and then opening up different slots in your skill set here. So tools, for example, the pulse excavator, which is obviously used to excavate more minerals from the larger boulders and from conduits and computers. You can take out things like copper. Now, obviously that's handy for more advanced crafting, but you need to gather up 120 flops. At the moment we've got 0. So that's your skill tree. You unlock different aspects to it, and at the moment there's a lot to unlock. So there's definitely some depth in this research aspect of the game. So that's cool. And then we've got our 2 inventory and our building. Okay, building obviously gives you access to the different panels, and you can see there's a whole variety of those, which means you can create different types of base. And then we've got the inventory, and at the moment that shows you what you could potentially build, but we can't at the moment because we haven't unlocked them on the skill tree. What we can build is the iron, and we're going to build that now. I'm going to do some crafting. Our nifty little 3D printer is making iron bars out of the raw iron resource that we found, and then we can make some ammo. Let's do that. 10.8mm low grade ammo. You can learn to upgrade this so it has more effect. There we go. Now let's not forget to collect up our 3D printer. That goes back on my bar there. And now I can press R and load it up. It takes 15 bullets there. It's just safer. I prefer to pick the robots off at distance rather than go into potentially what might be a hive area. They can do you a lot of damage very quickly. Got some other bits and pieces. Pick up the iron. There we go. Some loot there. Low grade ammo. Now you get these loot crates. Just hold F. Double click on these icons to make them go into your backpack. Got some other loot crates here. Some other resources. Very handy. And you can carry quite a lot. Here we go. The pulse excavator. Excellent find. Some more loot crates here. Oxygen's very handy. Biomass is essential. If you can gather up biomass to make yourself some of these dry rations, that's always a good position to be in, because before you know it, you're starving. Let's have a look at this excavator. If we see, this is gathering nitrate, this one. Let's hold it down like that. Much quicker. Get yourself an excavator if you're lucky enough to find it. Gathering up the iron ore here. Much more. 6 iron ore gives you a little thing at the top there. 10 iron ore, 11 iron ore. Much quicker. I always make this a priority. Okay, so when you first start, one of the main things you're going to need to look out for is oxygen. Now, at these bases, other than the spiders, you can see here, they're intelligent. They hide as well. They react very much to your shot. If they get shot, they will move to a position. Now, as I was saying, oxygen. Look out for these green terminals. Okay, this allows you to refill your oxygen. You've got to hold down the F and fill up your oxygen tanks. Really important. Here we go. 12 flops for that kill. Now remember, we need flops to unlock your skills. These bases here, they are guarded by the spiders, and they will come at you, and if you are surrounded by 4, 5 or 6 of these spiders, you will die. So one of the pieces of armour that you can build straight from the beginning is the worker's chest protector. So that takes 8 iron. We've made one of those already. Now you can put that into the slot in your inventory. So if we escape out of here, go to inventory, you can drag the worker's chest protector across to the right, and on it goes. In fact, they show a little image of that on your character in the middle. So this is a flop event, and you can see here we've got different points on the board that can be harvested. Someone is harvesting them as we look at it. You can see D is going down, so someone's in there. Because these are obviously multiplayer servers, you can get in and harvest, and the little bars on them go down as you do it. So I'm not going to mess. I'm too late for this particular one, but this gives you an idea of what you can expect, and there'll be other people around. He's in this building here, and he's had the others already. So this could be his base over here. This guy, he's obviously pretty advanced. He's got a huge base there. That's as big as I've seen, and it looks really cool actually. Very nice. He's built lots of different levels here. Very nice. Guys, so hope you found this video useful. You can see there's lots in this game. These events are pretty awesome. They draw players together. There's another little base over there, and there's another base up on one of the top of these cliffs. So you can really branch out and create something different. So it looks pretty cool. I'm loving this game. It's pretty deep. The maps, although when you bring the map up it looks small, actually it's pretty huge. There's plenty of space to explore. So guys, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, click the thumbs up. If you've got any comments or questions, add them down below, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks again.